The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a battle in the state of Michigan that will resonate from Motown to the UP. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
They'll give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Wants to fire on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to run for it. Running with power.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. He's going to pass on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Prince. He looks that one in nicely. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Wide receiver shows motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll try the left side. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass picked off.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On second down, he'll let it fly. And they're not on the same page there. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. A third and long coming up here. To the air, it's Prince. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Buying some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And here comes the offense on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the right. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw. It's Prince. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Broncos have this offense rolling.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Western Michigan!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.